Welcome back, everyone. For more apocalyptic insights and stunning revelations about our doomed planet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an upload. Supervolcano? The word alone evokes images of molten doom raining destruction from the skies and plunging the world into chaos. The idea of a massive volcanic eruption is terrifying enough, but when we're talking about an event with the power to wipe out humanity, well, that's a whole other level of fear. There are many supervolcanoes around the world, but today we'll be focusing on one in particular, Yellowstone National Park, which is home to the world's largest active supervolcano. It's been dormant for 640,000 years. However, some people believe it will erupt soon. Some experts disagree. So what's the truth? Is the world really about to end? Let's find out. We've all seen the Hollywood blockbuster movies where a group of scientists warn the president that an impending volcanic eruption or earthquake is imminent. Then, despite their best efforts, the alert goes unheeded, and the catastrophic event occurs, causing widespread devastation and, of course, global panic. But are these cinematic portrayals of volcanic eruptions far-fetched or grounded in reality? And could something similar actually happen in places like Yellowstone National Park, home to the Yellowstone Supervolcano? Yellowstone National Park is a treasure trove of natural wonders, from its majestic geysers to its abundant wildlife. But hidden beneath this picturesque landscape lies a geological behemoth, the Yellowstone Supervolcano. This colossal caldera is a sunken region formed by a large-scale eruption, and it holds within it the potential for truly cataclysmic events. But here's the intriguing part. The Yellowstone Supervolcano has been dormant for thousands of years. In fact, its last major eruption occurred approximately 640,000 years ago. That's a very long time in human terms. Yet some experts believe that this period of tranquility could be nearing its end. They suggest that the supervolcano might be stirring from its slumber, preparing to unleash a torrent of molten destruction upon the unsuspecting world. However, it's important to remember that while the term supervolcano might conjure up images of colossal explosions on the scale of Mount Vesuvius or Krakatoa, the reality is much more nuanced. A supervolcano isn't defined by its height or even its frequency of eruptions. Instead, the true measure of a supervolcano lies in the volume of material it can erupt, a single event that can propel over 1,000 cubic kilometers of material into the atmosphere. This material includes hot gas and ash-laden magma. If this colossal mixture reaches the upper atmosphere, it can have profound implications for the entire planet. The most infamous example of such an event was the eruption of Krakatoa in Indonesia in 1883. This eruption unleashed 200 cubic kilometers of material, triggering tsunamis that claimed over 36,000 lives. Krakatoa's impact was felt worldwide, affecting global temperatures for several years. Similarly, the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens in the United States sent 12 cubic kilometers of material into the air. Although smaller in scale compared to Krakatoa, it was still one of the deadliest disasters in U.S. history. So while Yellowstone's last major eruption happened a long time ago, it has the potential to match or even surpass these catastrophic events. But just how likely is it that Yellowstone will erupt anytime soon? Well, that's where things get interesting. While it's undeniable that Yellowstone poses a significant geological threat, it's crucial to approach this topic with a balanced perspective. Yes, the park has experienced seismic activity, including swarms of small earthquakes. And yes, there have been instances of increased gas emissions and changes in ground patterns. But these signs, while intriguing from a scientific standpoint, do not necessarily indicate that a major eruption is on the horizon. In fact, the United States Geological Survey, USGS, actively monitors Yellowstone and has done so for decades. Their monitoring network includes seismic sensors, GPS stations, and various remote sensing tools. These systems keep a vigilant watch on any unusual activity, and while minor tremors and changes are not uncommon, they haven't signaled anything remotely close to an impending supereruption. Moreover, it's important to understand the difference between a volcanic eruption and the seismic activity that often accompanies them. Earthquakes can occur independently of volcanic activity. They are primarily caused by the movement of tectonic plates, and Yellowstone sits at the intersection of three such plates. This makes the region prone to earthquakes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that these earthquakes are directly linked to volcanic unrest. It's also worth noting that while there have been instances of increased gas emissions and ground deformation at Yellowstone, these phenomena are not unique to an erupting volcano. They can occur naturally and are sometimes part of the normal functioning of the geothermal system that makes Yellowstone such a unique and awe-inspiring place. So if the scientific community hasn't sounded the alarm bells, why does the idea of a Yellowstone super eruption persist in our collective consciousness? Well, one contributing factor is the media's tendency to sensationalize stories. The thought of a devastating volcanic eruption is inherently dramatic, and it captures the public imagination. This, combined with the allure of doom and gloom, can lead to a distorted perception of the actual risks posed by Yellowstone. Furthermore, the sheer scale of a potential Yellowstone eruption plays into these apocalyptic visions. The possibility of ash covering vast swaths of the United States and the potential for global climate disruption are genuinely serious concerns. And it's easy to see how such scenarios could spiral out of control in the realm of public perception. In addition to media sensationalism, there's also a certain morbid fascination with doomsday scenarios. The idea of a catastrophic event that could wipe out civilization is a recurring theme in human history. From ancient myths to modern disaster films, we seem to be inherently drawn to tales of destruction and rebirth. Perhaps there's a part of us that is both terrified and intrigued by the possibility of a Yellowstone super eruption. It represents a primal fear of the Earth's raw power and the fragility of our own creations. That being said, it's essential to separate fact from fiction. While it's true that Yellowstone is a potentially dangerous volcano, and its history includes significant eruptions, there's no evidence to suggest that an imminent super eruption is on the cards. The USGS continues to monitor the park closely, and any significant changes will be promptly addressed. Instead of succumbing to fear and speculation, we can take solace in the incredible natural beauty that Yellowstone has to offer. Its geysers, wildlife, and breathtaking landscapes are a testament to the resilience and wonder of the natural world. And while we should always respect the power of nature, we shouldn't let fear dictate our understanding of it. Now here's a question for you. What are your thoughts on the Yellowstone Supervolcano? Do you think the chances of it erupting are high or low? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates. As we conclude this video, let's remember that while the possibility of a Yellowstone super eruption is a captivating topic, it's important to rely on scientific evidence and expert analysis rather than succumbing to unfounded fears or baseless speculation. Yellowstone is a remarkable natural wonder, and we should appreciate its beauty while acknowledging the need for responsible scientific monitoring. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of volcanoes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. And now it's time to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Yellowstone supervolcano? Do you think the chances of it erupting are high or low? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to learn more about Yellowstone National Park, you can visit the official website. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world around us. Thank you for watching.